Alright, yeah. So, Raimen Gaijin, trains in Japan. The trains are pretty cool in Japan. I happen to like riding the trains in Japan. I lived in Philly, and I took trains in, I say trains, subways, in New York and Philly and Japan. I can tell you this, trains all have their own different smell. So in Philly, it has kind of a, I don't know, it has a smell. I can't describe it. Like homeless food, hot smell. I don't know. And then New York has kind of a like a pissy, someone peed on the floor type smell. Well, it did before. I don't know if it changed. And then Japan, it has a salaryman smell. You say, what's a salaryman smell? I don't know. It smells like a salaryman. You know, it's not a good smell. You don't want to ever be complimented. You smell like a salaryman. But I'm not going to ruin it for you. Come to Japan and you'll know what I'm talking about. The salaryman smell. Okay, so you seen the videos, you know, lady sleeping on me and the guy passed out. Those are common, you know. And when someone's sleeping on me, I kind of move out of the way because don't you hate to make a video and okay, so in Japan, trains are pretty interesting. You see interesting things on the train all the time. In fact, that's one of the highlights of being in Japan, just riding a train. So, one thing, what I'm going to talk today about is, well, here's a situation, right? A young lady is on the train, and she's holding the railing. She has her purse, maybe, or she's checking her phone, iPhone or whatever. She's like this. And then this guy, some random guy will come up. He'll be behind her. You know, it's packed. And he will grab her butt, grab her boob, just like all up on her and stuff. And you would think that this train lady, she would be like, stop! Or help! Or somehow signal for help so Superman could come and save the day. But no, what's going to happen is she's like this, dude will be like this, and she'll just be like this. And this will go on until she gets off the train. So she might even get off a stop early, so this will stop. And then you might be thinking to yourself, yeah, right, man. You like to tell stories, man. You're a jokester. But this is true. It happens. And, I mean, I heard about it before I came to Japan. In school, this girl told me. She was black. Doesn't matter what color she was. But I'm just saying, she was black. So then, she was in there and she's like, yeah, it happens a lot in Japan. And then people are like, did it happen to you? And she's like, hell no. I would smack the shit out. Like, something like that. But, you know, so I get here. They don't do it to guys, so, you know, I don't experience it. But, you know, a few years into being in Japan, I got this girl. We're meeting up in Shinjuku. And I'm on a train. The phone rings. She's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm on the train. She's like, hurry up. I'm like, I can't go any faster than the train. The train's going to go how the train's going to go. So finally, I get to the station. And she's like, this guy touched me on the train. And I didn't think of it at first. So I'm just kind of like, some guy bumped into you? She's like, no, he touched me. And I'm like, he poked you? And she's like, no, he touched me. I'm like, please clarify. She's like, he touched me. I'm like, yeah, right. And she's like, serious. And I'm like, all right, okay, do you want to go to the cops? You want to tell the police? You want to notify someone? She's like, no. What do you want to eat? I'm like, whoa, stop. You don't want to notify the cops? You don't want to tell the police? You don't want to do anything? You want to go eat? She's like, yeah, what do you want to eat? So I'm like, I want to eat at McDonald's or something. So then, you know, I left it at that. She obviously wasn't traumatized. So then I asked her, I said, why didn't you say something? She's like, because I was scared. So then I'm like, cause I met her in the club. I met her in what was what's it called? I can't remember. Club 99. It's in Roppongi. It's not the best place to be. In fact, you shouldn't even go. But if you do go, you know. So I met her at Club 99. Lots of people there, and we're dancing and stuff, right? And then I'm all like, you know, so here's my hands, and they come down, and then now they're on. And she's like, "Stop it, yada, yada." She's like going off. You know, we're just all joking and what have you. Well, she was serious, but you know, so I stopped, and then, you know, and you know, I still got the number, and you know, this is the story after all that. So I'm like, how comes when I was touching you, you're all like, "Stop," but some strangers on a train all up on you, you're just kind of like calling me after the fact. And she's like, "'Cause I was scared." So then I was thinking, you know, because this is what I do. So I was like, "Did you like it? Did it turn you on?" And she's like, "No." And I'm like, well, I just couldn't understand it. And apparently this happens a lot in Japan. They're too afraid, they're too scared to like make a sound, and they just sit there and let some dude rub up on them and stuff. And I think that's sad, you know. That's so. You know, so then a lot of guys are like, shit, if that was me, well, I only can speak for myself. Man, if I was on a train, you know, here with my iPhone sitting like this, and I'm surrounded by women, right? So I'm on here just, and I feel someone like rubbing up all of my booty and what have you, I wouldn't care. Like, I'd probably move over to let them get situated, and I probably text it right there. Yo, man, you ain't gonna believe what's happening. I'll probably YouTube it just. But that's just me, you know. So so you say how? Okay, this is happening. I do believe you. What are they doing about it? Well, this is the ingenious plan they came up with. They have pink cars. So on the end of the train, so the end and the beginning, these pink cars, like there's literally pink everywhere. That's the women only section, and there's only women there. And I heard that some cops are dressing up like women to catch them and all that. But I mean, wouldn't it be simpler just to say stop in the name, you know? But just stop, because you know Japan is like you can. People don't drop paper because they're afraid of other people staring at them. And they'll be like, "Oh, I dropped paper, I gotta pick it up." Or when the light is red, people will not walk across the street because they're afraid of what other people are going to look at them all. So I don't understand in this situation, they could just be like, "Stop!" And then everybody will look at dude, and dude be like, "So you missed it?" But no, that doesn't happen that way. And I just want to tie this all back in there. So in school, these little kids are poking their fingers up people's butts, and they just grow up. They grow up, and then they get on trains and they continue to do such deviant acts. Shit. So if they want to stop this, they got to stop it in school. None of this. No. Alright, so if you're a teacher coming to Japan, you see it happen, you tell them no. Because if today it could be you, but tomorrow it could be Mrs. Salary Woman. And that's all I got to say about that. Rhyming.